11th class economics. Now after discussing the determinants of market demand, we were discussing the distribution of income. So when there is a equitable distribution of income, that means there will be more demand for the commodities, and when there is an uneven or unequitable distribution of income, then there will be less demand. That might not be affect the individual demand, but then in the case of market demand means when you are talking about the demand for all the consumer for a product, definitely when there is a equitable distribution means all the people are getting income as per their skill, so that is the equitable distribution of income. And what is uneven distribution of income, that is they are not getting as per their skill, and the salary is very much varied from one to another, as even then they are having the same skill. So that is a distribution of income which affect the market demand. Now the next question is, what is demand function? So what is demand function? Demand function is basically it is a function of quantity demanded for a particular commodity. There many factors are affecting it, so that shows the relationship between the quantity demanded for a particular commodity and the factors affecting it. So that's we are discussing relationship between the quantity demanded for a particular commodity and the factors affecting it. Many factors affecting demand, as you have just noticed. So this is the function of demand. This particular expression is known as function of demand. That is a relationship of demand with the function, all the function price of the commodity, price that is the price of related good, Y represent income, T for taste and preference, F for future expectation price. So all these are the factors affecting demand. So this is a relation between quantity demanded for a commodity with the factors affecting it. So what about the individual demand function? Individual demand function refers to the functional relationship between individual demand and the factors affecting individual demand. So individual means a consumer. When you are talking about one consumer, a consumer, then that is known as individual demand for a product. So consumer is one and the commodity is also one, that is known as individual demand. Now demand function doesn't show the how much changes occurred due to the change in factor, that just show the direction, that okay fine, this is showing the just the direction, this is not giving the exact measurement of change. So demand function is just giving the direction of change in demand due to change in the factors. It is not showing that how much change occurred due to change in other factors, change in the factors affecting it. Now the market demand function. Market demand function refers to the functional relationship between market demand and the factors affecting the market demand. So all the factors which you have just discussed, they all that belong to market demand. So market demand refers to the relation between market demand and other factors. So market demand, what is the market demand? Market demand is the demand of a product by all the consumer, that is the market demand. Now these are the factors which affecting market demand. As you are discussing, all the factors of individual and market both are there, and here only the factors of individual demand is there. That is very important question arise out of there. Fine. So all the factors you have discussed, they are all the factors of the market demand, as I told you earlier also. So this is the definition given over there, and here the individual demand definition, the market demand definition, and demand functions definition is there. Now the next topic is demand schedule. Now in demand schedule, that is a tabular statement showing, as I just made the table for you for individual demand and market demand. So there is a demand schedule is a tabular statement showing the various quantities of a commodity being demanded at various level of prices during a given period of time. So that is the demand schedule. Definition can come and you have to write down each and everything, that is a tabular statement which are showing various quantities of a commodity and at various level of prices during a given period of time. So that is the time, that is the demand schedule. Now here demand schedule can be made for both type of demand, that is individual buyer and for market demand, and for all the buyers of the product. Now it is the individual demand schedule. So in this schedule there is a tabular statement showing various quantities of a commodity that a consumer is willing to buy at various level of prices during a given period of time. It is very necessary to mention that at various level of prices during a given period of time, and here we are talking about only one consumer, that is a consumer. So this is the price, the table we have made while discussing the factor affecting demand. So this is the table. As you see the trend, the price is decreasing and then the demand is increasing. So there is an inverse relationship between price and demand of the product. So this is the table showing you have to, if you are making the table, you have to make the table in a perfect way, like you have to write price in rupees, quantity demanded of a commodity, X in units, and then you have to write down some line regarding the table. You have to explain the table as price has been decreasing, then demand of the product has been increasing. Price has been decreasing from 5 to 1 rupees and demand of the product increasing from 1 to 5 unit. That you have to write down for the explanation of the table. It is necessary, otherwise your marks will be cut. Then here one thing very important to note it down, that when the price change, then demand change. It is not that when demand change, then price change. So it is a factor which is affecting, that is price here. Fine. And you are making the individual demand schedule as per that. Now market demand schedule. In the market demand schedule, you are to basically take out all the demand of all the consumer for one product, for a product. So that is a tabular, there is a table, so tabular presentation, the tabular statement showing various quantities of a commodity that all the consumer are willing to buy at various level of prices given during a given period of time. These things you have to mention. So it is a sum of all individual demand schedule. So individual demand is belong to one consumer, and here suppose there are two consumer. Price is like this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 decreasing, and there are two consumer A, consumer B. Now with the decrease in price, their demand has been increasing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now sum of individual demand, sum of all the individual demand indicates market demand, that is 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7, and then so on. So market demand is a sum of all individual demand, you can say. So market demand schedule is showing all possible all the demand of demand of all the consumer of a product at different possible prices during a given period of time. So that is a market demand, and this is the definition of market demand, and this is the definition of market individual demand over there. This is the schedule, and this is the schedule of individual and market. So you are regarding market, you have to write down, this is a sum up of market demand is a sum up of the demand of household A and B at different prices from 5 to 1, and the market demand will be increasing from 3 to 11 by summing up their individual demand. That is all you have to write down about this schedule of market demand. Now the next thing is demand curve. Now the demand curve, basically it is the graphical representation of demand schedule. Whatever schedule you have made just now you will give the graphical representation of that schedule. It is a demand curve. So there is an inverse relationship between quantity demanded and the price, as you know, and the price is the factor which is affecting it, and other factors are constant. And then it can be drawn for any commodity by plotting such combination of demand schedule on the graph that is given. Like demand schedule, demand curve can also be drawn both for individual buyer and for the entire market, that is individual demand curve and market demand curve. So while drawing the individual demand curve and market demand curve, what you have to take? You have to take OX axis and OY axis. Then X axis you always have to show quantity demanded in units, and on Y axis always show price in rupees. Although in mathematics it has been told that always show the independent variable on X axis, but here the quantity demanded is a dependent variable on price. Even then we are showing quantity demanded on X axis. That is so in this law of demand, in this economics, you have to show quantity demanded in spite of being dependent variable. You have to show this on X axis and price on Y axis. So while plotting all these, you know that at 5 rupees it was 1 unit. I am making the individual demand curve, and by following this particular schedule which is given on in your book, same schedule they are following, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This you have to draw over there. At 5 rupees there is a demand of 1, and then 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4 and 5, and then 1, 5. So likewise they are taking the points and then joining a line. This is the demand curve. This is the demand curve is a downward sloping. What is the shape of demand curve? That is a downward sloping. Downward sloping demand curve shows that inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Then what is downward now here? So this is the shape of downward. Here if this is a price, this is the demand, then price decreases, then demand increases. So one variable is decreasing and other is increasing. That is downward sloping. And this is upward, where one variable is increasing and other is increasing simultaneously. So this is upward. So this is not the demand curve, this is the demand curve. which is showing the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, that is downward sloping. Why it is downward sloping? Because it is showing because of the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded over there. So here individual demand curve has been made, which is downward sloping. Fine. And by following this individual demand schedule, so you have to explain this diagram. So you have to write that DD is the demand curve, which is in downward sloping. PQRST are the points on the demand curve, which is showing the combination, which is showing the change in quantity demanded due to change in price here. Fine. So that you have to show. Likewise, you can write the explanation of your curve. Now, in the case of market demand curve basically refers to the graphical representation of market demand schedule. So, what was the market demand schedule that is given over there? This was the market demand schedule where demand of consumer A, consumer B, and then sum of all these consumers shows the market demand. This is the price. So, this is the table you have to follow. In the market demand schedule here, first you have to draw market individual demand of A, then B, then market demand. All these you have to make and showing the sum up of individual demand as a market demand. So here the market demand curve has been made, that is quantity demand is given on x-axis and price given on y-axis. Here they have taken the quantities 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 because in the case of market demand the quantities are more. You can take 1 to 12 also here. And now the price is 1 to 5, which is same for all the consumer. Now this is the demand curve of consumer A, demand curve of consumer B, and then market demand of all the two consumers. That is the sum up of this. So demand A, consumer A, quantity which you have taken or schedule you are following, this is the schedule you have to follow. At the price 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the demand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That you have to draw. Here is the curve. That is at various prices the demand curve will be like this. Fine, because 1 is also imbibed over there. 0 to 2 you will get 1, and 2 to 4 you will get 3. So that is why the demand curve is steeper. And then for the demand of the individual B, you are making, this is the demand of individual B. You are making 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the demand at different prices that you have to draw over there. That is 2. At 5 it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is why you are drawing the individual demand of consumer B, and after that you will draw the market demand by following the market demand schedule at different prices. Now the market demand schedule is this 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 that you have to draw and plot on the diagram. Here is you are drawing the market demand. So market demand is flatter over there and the individual demand is steeper over there. Why it is flatter? Then demand curve, that question can come. Here is a question, why market demand curve is flatter than the individual demand? As because the proportionate change in market demand is more than the individual demand. Like if there is a change in price, then more change occurred in market demand comparatively individual demand. Suppose price is falling from 5 to 4, then more changes occurred in market demand rather than individual demand. And then 4 to 3, more changes occurred in market demand than individual demand. That is why it is making the flatter demand curve comparatively individual demand curve. That question can come. Now with the explanation, you have to write down the explanation of market demand curve here. Market demand curve here you have to write down the explanation, very simple. DA, you can write it is the individual demand of a consumer, it is the individual demand curve of B consumer, and this is the demand curve of market demand. DM is the market demand curve. You can write DA, DB and DM over there also. DA individual demand of A consumer, DB individual demand of B consumer, and DM is the market demand for market demand for all the consumer, or you can say market demand. So that is market demand curve is the horizontal summation of the individual demand. If you will horizontally sum up all these two curves, then you will get this type of market demand. So that you have to write down. And this is all for the explanation. You are connecting your explanation with the diagram in this way. So that you have to make in your copy.